Oneyplays!
With friends.
This dude's hairy ass legs.
I think you have to go get lightning and then you just fucking smite that man.
Well, that's fair. He's being an asshole.
He deserves to be smited. I'm really tired of his lip and his gumption. Fucking why does God of War keep doing this to me?
Have you been here already?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I don't remember it looping back into itself this much.
Well, now you're gonna remember forever.
You just follow the line of things trying to kill you, and eventually you'll find the way. As in life, so too is video games.
Definitely good advice. If there's nothing trying to kill you in a given spot, you're obviously not doing it right.
That's why going to war is the most right thing you could ever do.
Yeah, it's like a guaranteed, like...
It's guaranteed you're doing the right thing. If anybody's... okay. Well, tired of that. I feel like I'm going the right way.
Yeah, that's the Zeus hole.
Yeah, the Zeus hole, where all the Zeus.
So there's an arbitrary wall, and here's a crossbow. Okay. Maybe you should fire it.
I feel like I have to move it.
They stole this from Game of Thrones.
It's not really a spoiler, because like I don't think they effectively did anything with it.
It was nothing.
But did they make a big deal out of it?
Not really.
Like a little bit. He's just like, I've invented this thing to kill dragons, and then they hit a dragon once, and it's fine.
Yeah, it's really nothing.
Did he just like storm back with the receipt? Like, so
this was the only job.
Yeah, I bought this from you. It didn't work. It's like a clearly open package, clearly used. I have a policy against that. I don't take these things back.
It's not like you have any video evidence, so we don't have that yet, right?
For all I know, it could be the thing could be fucking dead, and you're just fucking with me.
Do you plan on watching?
You killed your dragon, you got what you wanted, and now you're trying to get a refund.
Do you plan on watching Game of Thrones, Lau?
Yeah, I'm actually like a season in.
It's pretty good. I like it.
I was not prepared for. I was expecting it to be a lot more like kind of monotone than it was.
Yeah.
And there's like all these like wacky cartoon characters doing silly things, and I'm kind of happy with that.
Yeah, it's just fun. I like it.
It's a human thing to try to find humor in like the darkest shit.
And it's also like contrast. Like if you don't have characters that are occasionally happy, you don't fucking care when they're miserable.
Yeah,
that's true.
You know? Do you feel me?
I feel you.
But what else do you feel, Chris?
My dick.
Is it slimy? Well,
is there a particular way you need it to
I think I need to fucking blow that door to hell.
Oh, I see. So now you turn it back.
Yeah, I do want to see what's at the top of that ladder first, though. Maybe it's my dreams. Becoming a country music artist. Or maybe it's a fucking box with red shit in it. There we go. Yummy red shit. The good thing about old game design is they don't respect you as much. They go, you don't have shit to do. Imagine being late for something and just... I guess you just fucking pause the game and go do it.
Yeah, I mean, you could pause games back then.
What if we get to a point where, like, it's a legitimate excuse, like, your boss is super furious with you, you're late for work, and you're like, wait, you don't understand. I was solving a God of War puzzle, and then suddenly he's like, well, oh, okay, yeah, I can relate to that.
We have kind of interesting things like that, like smoke breaks. Like, that's like a socially acceptable thing.
I was gonna say, it's one of those things that, it feels like it's a stayover from, like, World War II, or World War I even. Like, where it's like, you have to respect the smoke break, you know. Even though only like 20% of Americans smoke now. Like...
They used to think it was healthy for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the whole thing was that, like, whatever tobacco company, like, convinced, like, these guys that, no, this needs to be part of, like, standard... this needs to be part of the standard, like, kit. Maybe, and they got an entire generation of GIs hooked on cigarettes.
Maybe bosses just feel they get better work out of employees when they have their smoke breaks. Otherwise, the employees are just not focused.
Well, I don't know. What I notice about guys that take smoke breaks is they take them very frequently.
I mean, the thing about it is, like, it's beneficial to someone to have an entire society with an oral fixation. So you do what you can to encourage it by making hourly employees have an excuse to just not work all those hours. and then you got a society that's willing to suck, and that I'm still trying to figure out who, but somebody gets a profound amount of mileage out of that.
Everything in America is full of sugar. Just too much
addictive.
Just too much dang sugar.
Something I noticed when I was in Hong Kong is that they added sugar to like a lot of things.
Serious?
Yeah.
Sugar's like the fucking worst.
But everyone in Hong Kong's in way better shape than everyone in America.
It's because they
have way smaller servings like every other country.
They also run faster, so they need more sugar.
And they sweat a lot because Hong Kong's friggin' humid as hell.
And they're always running. Wouldn't that mean sodium though? Isn't that what you do for sweating? You need salt.
You need electrolytes. I mean, and salt is an easy way to get them.
Remember, kids, eat your salt.
Our meals could technically be a lot cheaper if we all just sort of agreed that they didn't need to be as big. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to unpull that trigger.
But Tomar, we're big. Look at this fucking guy. He's just a guy who wants to be a dick, and then you just.
he's just been standing there for the last like 4 hours holding that
because he doesn't like you.
It's actually super satisfying.
I know, right?
Yo, man, if you break that last pot, oh man, don't do it, man.
What was you gonna say?
Don't break those pots, man.
What?
They're Greek pots.
Now they broken ass.
They're
pots.
Grecian urns.
Ain't holding shit no more. Ain't earning me nothing. Fuck.
Oh man,
that was some witty wordplay.
Witty wordplay. Why are you leaving pots, Lyle?
Oh my god, you don't want me to.
Yeah, well now you fucking already started breaking them. If you don't break them all, I'm gonna get autistic.
It's all
yeah,
or
you
nothing.
Triggered Chris's OCD. Oh hey Yuki.
I just do what's like time efficient, so when it starts getting to the point where breaking them is tedious, I leave.
Okay,
I
fine.
just break the ones that I can just whoop and get.
That water looks too real, man.
Man, when this shit gets...
Man, those blades look too real, man.
I remember this was a motherfucking video game, and then you come up here with this shit. Remind me of the harsh reality of my existence. Fuck.
Damn, man, you killed it, man.
You break that man back.
Who the fuck?
What's happening?
I don't even know.
Do 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 do.
Fucking box held together like a motherfucker, just adhesive and shit. I don't even know. Anyway, that's enough of that for a lifetime. Okay, this... Can you not break these? Oh, you can.
You can.
It's just it doesn't really like you doing it. And then you step on a button. And then your whole life flashes before your eyes.
You think what led up to the point where I stood on this button? How many people do you know who have stood on a button at some point in their life?
When you're standing on a button, you're essentially just a big finger. That's what your existence boils down to.
I am a big finger! You should say that. Look at her doobies, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Look at that run cycle. That looked like garbage.
She's on the ground now. She's in the air now.
Kratos!
I miss her already.
I like harpies a lot. Harpies are
I
scary.
need to go earn them.
Go earn herpes or harpies?
Both. Oh.
Don't fall.
Don't fall, you'll be back to like level 1.
You're pretty cool, baby.
I
love when you talk dirty to me. You're shitty at the video game, baby.
I'm very angry, but I...
That's kind of funny, actually. Oh, you're so shit at the video game. Oh, yes. Tell me how shitty I am.
Like the guy gets off on being dominated, but he just plays video games.
You're so shit. Yes.
I've seen speedrunners play this game in half an hour.
Tell me I can't make the jump.
I really want you to put your back into academics and just see how far you get for a couple of years and travel Spain and make your mother proud.
What if To Catch a Predator had a new thing where when he makes them take a seat, he makes them play God of War while they confess what they did?
What if,
does their success in the game like determine their final sentencing or something?
what if they were like waiting for the predator, and to catch a predator they like ordered a pizza and they sat the fucking pizza guy down like by mistake, and then they were like, well, I mean, he came in for like a child inviting him in, but he didn't really say anything. So they like.
What if that's what happens half the time? Like the guy doesn't show, and they're like desperate to have somebody show up, so they just order like a pizza or
They
something.
sit the guy down, and he's just like sitting there, and the like 12-year-old's like, you want to play Super Mario Brothers 2? And he like sits him down. He's like, yeah, sure. And then he's just like procrastinating. And it's like, well, we proved he's a shitty employee. He'd get fired if we showed his boss this.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't like advance on the child. And the guy's like sitting there, he's like being very genuine. He's like, I've always wanted this game when I was a kid, and I never got to play it. And it's just as good as I thought it would be. And they're just like, he's gonna say something that's gonna send him to jail, right? But then he never does. And then like the whole film crew is just like feeling bad at the end of the day. And they're like, we wasted the whole day.
I just like the idea that they would always put on God of War for no reason. Just literally no reason to it.
Well, I mean, when they invite him in, they're always like, you want some cookies? They always like offer them some kind of fucking like nubile sounding thing, right? Where it's like, you want some Pringles and some Pop-Tarts, and the guy's like, oh yes, I would love cookies and milk. And they sit down. So it would be kind of like with the MO to have them say, oh, do you want to sit down with some video games or something? And then
But they need to specifically mention God of War by name. Like
God of War bought a commercial for the Predator.
Yes.
The police are all dressed as Kratos for that episode when they catch the Predator.
Take a seat. Oh, I didn't do it. Play God of War anyway.
The tight responsive controls, is that what you imagine the nubile pussies feel like?
Sony of America, Santa Monica Studios.
Ripping the wings off her hymen like you did to that Harvey?
Santa Monica Studios is... Dude, gross.